So today we're going to Scenic. We're going to take the shortcut, which should be pretty muddy today since it rained all night last night. But we're taking the Kia Gen 1, Super Kia Gen 1. This machine is just totally amazing for four-wheeling. Everybody's driving these $10,000, $12,000 machines around here to go up in the hills here, because we got some of the best off-roading you can have. But anyway, this is a Kia Gen 1 Sportage, and this is what we'll be taking to Scenic today. So here we are, getting ready to leave. This is where I live, Mesquite, Nevada. Like I said, we have some of the best four-wheeling and off-road trails here. People come from all over the place to come here, and they drive razors, a lot of razors here. Some of them, like one my sister has, they still have it. They paid like $11,000 for it. So I got this Kia Gen 1 Sportage. I think I got about 35 in it with the new tires and stuff, but they're not even knobbers, they're just regular tires. But this vehicle does so well off-road that I want to get some, lift it about 3 inches, and I'm going to put some bigger mudders on, something that get a good grip when you go up four-wheeling, so you can go to better places. So I can be off-roading within minutes of my house. I just got to go down here and cross this bridge, and I'm off-road. This is the bridge here. It's about probably about 6, 7, 8 blocks down to the river. You go across this bridge, continue, it goes into Bunkerville, and then it goes around about 12-mile ride, and it goes onto the on-ramp for north or south Interstate 15. But so we go down here across this bridge. Like I said, it's not far from where I live, and we're gonna go do some backcountry off-roading to Scenic. You can get to Scenic in just a few minutes if you continue on this road right here, but nope, we like this way. Kim and I come this way quite a bit. We were up here the other day. Might have seen that video. We had a really good time, and she gets a little excited when the hills get extreme, but we haven't been on nothing real extreme. I mean, this road right here goes to a really cool hill to climb, and it is a little on the extreme side. So I'm going to go attempt it for the first time in the Super Kia, and I expect everything to go just fine. I'll go up it and go get my lottery tickets and come back. And then this weekend when I bring Kim over here, I'll already have proven, and I'll just go up it. And she gets a little excited. It's kind of comical sometimes. But we love Kim. She's a big part of my life for sure. Probably made one of the biggest changes I ever had. But anyway, this is the road. I call it the shortcut, because it is actually shorter to go this way, Scenic. But it takes longer because you don't go real fast. But as you can see, got some camping going along here. A lot of people come down here and just stay here on this is all BLM land, so you can stay on it. As long as you move every 20-some days, you're good. You can live here forever, free. Well, you have to food and your provisions, but as long as you move, there's plenty out here, places to park. And like I said, every 21 days or so you got to move. But this is one of I used to come down here, and I had a Kawasaki Bayou, and paid like, I don't know, $150 for it from this guy. I had flat tires and shit, so repaired all the tires on it, put some stuff in there that would stop it from leaking if it got another hole. Did some wiring on it, got it running really good, and I rode it for about a year, a little over a year and a half or so. and then I sold it to somebody, you know, a friend of ours, for a couple $100. I made $50 on it, plus I got to ride it for a year. So we got this Kia, and since Kim got a new car, you know, we're like to take it off road now, because you don't have to, you know, it's not the primary transportation. So she's good with that, and it's a lot cheaper than going to buy a $11,000 machine that is no better, really. This Kia go, you know, anywhere pretty much. And all these roads are made by the old Ford and Chevy and Dodge, mostly 4x pickups, full size. They made most of these roads, guys. You got to remember that. So if you got something that climbs as good or better than them, you got it made. So that's where we're at. Looks like we got somebody walking down the road here. Hi. Enjoying the kind of, you know, this is along the river. The river is to my left. It's about 50, 60 feet away. And you got this irrigation canal right here. Looks like they got it full of running water right now, so that's usually empty, you know, for the winter. But there it is, it's running, so they're going to be irrigating some stuff around here before you know it. You know, they got to get it ready. But anyway, this is a service road for that canal. It goes down here where they can open the gates to let the water come in here. Most of the time, it's the water's running. The river's, you know, doing the river thing. Last year, it was up probably about a good 10 feet, okay? It was 10 feet. It's quite a bit. It was enough to change the course of the river through here. Some of the trails I used to ride my bayou on just were washed away, and the river runs through there now, and it's dry on the other side. So some trails will be over there before you know it, because everybody likes to come up here, and there's a lot of trail riding going on. You can go up this trail into several neighborhoods here in Mesquite. So it's pretty accessible for the desert. You know, everything from here on going to the south is desert. You can be on those trails out there. You can go all the way to the Grand Canyon, which is on another video. We went part way. But it's really kind of a nice area if you like, you know, to do some off-roading, especially. We're going to make a video going to Devil's Throat, which is a big sinkhole out in the desert. It's probably about 40 miles from here. It'll be mostly off-road to get there, but it ought to be quite an adventure, and it'll make a great video. So be looking for that one coming up. Yeah, I noticed today that I like to watch the Bell Life. I don't know if you guys watch that, but Bell Life is these guys, you know, some good old boys, let's just call them that. There's a couple of them. They got a nephew that gets in videos with them, and they do some pranks and stuff, and a lot of challenges. That's what really got me into the YouTube thing. But I've heard they're having some trouble with some videos being removed and stuff, so, you know, if you want to help out, just go on YouTube and look for the Bell Life. It'll come up. Just put it in. And like and subscribe their videos. You know, they need the help right now. So I was watching them this morning. They made a video. They've been off there for a week. We were wondering where the hell their videos were, because they're really quite funny. So if you can help them out, do that. I'm just starting to build my YouTube channel. I have all kinds of videos on there. I've been playing around with it for quite a while. And it seemed that mostly my most liked videos are these off-road ones. So I thought, well, let's get some more of them on there. So we've been making some. This is like, I think, the third or fourth one I've made here just in the last week, since the weekend anyway. Because we went on a trip on the weekend. We went to the other side of this road, but we did come down this hill, but we did not climb it when Kim was in it. So in the Kia. So that's where we're going today. We're going to go check this hill out, and we're going to climb it. And I won't tell her, you know, that I went up it. And when she's in the next video, it'll be us climbing it. That'll be a lot of fun. Definitely worth checking out. Mesquite, you can see, is off to my left. And there's this other town, Scenic, Arizona, because we live right on the border. It's kind of a nice little town too. It's off to the side, and then there's Beaver Dam and Littlefield. So there's like 4 little towns right here. Probably about 20,000 people live in this area. So it's a nice place to visit. I got friends that every time they go to Vegas, they stop in and see me. And so it is a fun place to come now. We were in the last video. We were right here. This is where Kim and I come down off the mountain. So I'm gonna go up here and I'm gonna turn around, let you get a look at this hill. It's probably a good, it's probably about 48%, 48, an angle of 48 degrees. So, if you know what 45 is and 90, then you know it's in between. So, it's not like outrageous for this Kia to go up this. It'd be a little bit of a challenge. You might have a wheel slip or two, but oh, look at that. We're not in 4-wheel drive, so I think we should take the time, put this Kia in 4-wheel drive, because we're going to start doing some hill climbing. So okay, now you'll see the difference. So we'll go back up here where we were spinning, see? Don't have a problem now. That's just a short little turnaround hill. Here's the hill we're going on. Now it's a pretty nice hill. It's gonna be fun. So I'd say that's at least 48 degrees. So get your protractor out, those of you know how to use them, and we're gonna go up this hill. And here we go. I don't expect it to be all that bad. I figured we'd probably spin some wheels a couple times, maybe a little bit, who knows. But this Gen Kia really does some, killer off-roading. Got a pretty good rut there, but, oh yeah, we made it though. Look at this. This is a Gen 1 Sportage 2001 Kia. It's a 4x4, it's not all-wheel drive or 4-wheel drive. It's called a 4x4, and it has no problem. And like I said, that's at least a 48 degree climb right there, maybe more. But we made it, not a problem. Not a problem at all. This is, we come up the hill, this goes off to scenic. Part of this trail, it was in another video, but not as much as will be in it today. But you can see that trail off to the right there. That comes from where we came last time. We came to this point and bypassed that hill we just climbed. I like that hill. I think it's cool. I've been climbing it for a while on my Bayou. Today was the first day in the Super Kia. So as you can see, it was an easy climb. I'm thinking that maybe this thing could probably do about I'd probably do a 60 degree climb, with some good tires on it. So anyway, this is a very, very, very fun trail to go on. So I'm gonna take it and for your enjoyment and see what it's like to be doing some off-roading here. You got to kind of watch things because it rained heavy last night, and out here a trail changed just overnight from it raining. So this is pretty cool. This is a switchback to drop you in some elevation, because we're going to go down about 600 feet from here to the desert floor down here. And it's a pretty exciting trail. I have a good time on it every time. I usually bring a lunch and I bring Kim and we stop, have a picnic. That's always a lot of fun. But most of the time it's just this, doing some four-wheeling. We're going to drop down into low, so use your engine to slow the vehicle down so you're not using your brakes all the time, see? This is a pretty good steep hill right here. I don't know how well you can tell on the camera, but it's probably somewhere above 45 degrees. And it goes down in here into this wash. See, last night water was probably rushing down this trail. But it looks pretty dry right now, so not going to be as muddy as I thought it would be. I was hoping that by the time I got back, this thing would be covered in mud. And Kim would be like, wow, where'd you go, see? But, as you can see, it's a pretty nice trail. And this is just a trail that you take. I mean, there's a lot more challenging places around here. But this one's fun just to go over to Scenic to get some lottery tickets. You know, I always go this way because it's the funnest. And you see all kinds of things out here. Road runners, tortoise, some kind of little like chipmunk looking thing. I've seen a skunk, coyotes, and what else have I seen? Oh yeah, hawks. A lot of hawks out here. And lizards. A lot of lizards. I think that's why the hawks are out here. Kind of like on Rango. Hawks are after them. After the lizards out here, so. Oh yeah, this is nice. You can see where this had been washed out some. At one time, you could hardly go through here because it was washed so deep that it was too much of an angle. But with the next rain, bring some more rocks down, fills up the gully, and the process will start over and over. So it's going to be a pretty easy trip today. So I was hoping it was going to be real muddy, but no, we're good on the mud. I was really hoping for it though, because it's a lot of fun to play in. Don't go down by the river and play in that mud because that stuff can be 5-6 feet deep, and it's like baby powder. It's weird because of the desert out here. You know, it's just be covered by an ocean, so it's all sediment. And when it gets kicked up, it's like baby powder. So you can hear we picked up a rock in one of the brake pads over the weekend, and I thought it might work itself out, but it looks like when I get home today I'll probably have to. There goes a nice lizard there. Hey Rango, what's up, dude? But anyway, I gotta pull that front wheel off and get that rock out of there. You can tell it's a rock because you don't do it all the time, and we heard it when the rock got in there. So I've dug many rocks out of the brake pads from coming back after four-wheeling. You know, because some of it you're climbing pretty good and you got rocks flying and shit. That's what happens. So that's a common occurrence, kind of. It's got to be ready and, of course, be able to maintain your 4x. So we keep this one here in good shape. Gets oil changes regular. It's got new tires on it. And, you know, I always check everything on it. Everything's good. I'm an ASC mechanic, so it don't cost me much to do anything on it because I do all the work myself. That way I know it gets done right. It's funny because when I used to work in the shop, most of the mechanics would have what's called a bolt drawer in their toolbox. So I was working at this place out in Colorado, Greenwood Village Auto Tech. I was one of their master techs there. And one of the other techs working there come up to me one day and asked if he could go through my bolt drawer. He was looking for a bolt that fit in the car he was working on. And I said, well, I don't have a bolt drawer. And he goes, what? What are you talking about? Everybody's got a bolt drawer. And I said, well, I don't have a bolt drawer. He goes, why not? Well, it was simple. I put all the bolts back on the car when I was putting it together. If you put all your bolts back when you do a repair on a vehicle, you don't end up with a bolt drawer. You might want to keep that in mind next time you go check a mechanic out. Ask him if you can take a look in his bolt drawer. If that bolt drawer is massive, somebody's cutting corners, so that's a good way to check, you know. I think out of the 6 years I worked at Autotech, I had one person ask to look at my bolt drawer, and that was that guy looking for a bolt. So ask your mechanic. When they look at your bolt drawer, I'm telling you, if that thing's full, things aren't getting put back together. That's probably a secret there I shouldn't have let out, but you know, hey, we're in this together. Take time to watch my video. I'm going to give you some information. I was thinking about doing a couple of videos. Here's the wishy-washies. It's kind of those razors, they hop a lot because they got a real loose and a lot of travel on their suspension. So when they hop, they dig in every place they land. So you get this like back and forth washboard kind of a ride, which kind of sucks, but hey, it's part of the off-road, right? So I just try to get up out of the ruts, get up on even though it's a little bumpier, see, you're not getting all that washboard stuff. So that's it's something I do, you know. I found that it's a little smoother and you don't get all that shake in the camera. That's the thing is I got a tripod that's here between the bucket seats, and it holds my phone. So I do most of my videos off of a LG 20. This has been the best phone I ever had. I've had it for 2 years, and it has absolutely not even a scratch on it, and it's worked perfect to make these videos. And there's a lot of that wishy-washy here. You see it? Yeah, you can see it. But we'll be out of it here soon because the ground gets a little heavier. So, there we go. There we go. But it's still fun. Everybody's up here to have fun, so they can do it. You know, change the terrain. No big deal. This is a lot of fun coming this way. You get several different kinds of challenges this way, and yeah. At the end of the trail, that's where I get my lottery tickets. It's a little store in Scenic. They only got the one store, and it's only open from 7 to 7, but they sell lottery tickets there. I don't sell them in Nevada because we got all the gambling here already, so no lottery tickets. So you take this road here, and it goes over to Scenic, which is only if you take the paved road, you're there in like 7 minutes. It takes about an hour to go this way, but a lot more fun. But I go there to turn in my lottery tickets and then, you know, get some more. Hopefully we'll win sometime. The little store we go to, someone come in there and won $60 million. $60 million. So that's pretty impressive, you know. Doesn't mean I'm going to win that, but or if anybody will ever win there again, but somebody won $60 million. So I think it's cool. Sometimes I'll go to Beaver Dam. I like the bar over there. I'll get tickets there. They got a machine there. You can just buy them out of, or you can get them from behind the bar. Mika, girl Mika, she's usually working there. Sometimes I tip her in, you know, so she likes that, you know, because they get a chance you might win. That's pretty good, golly, that's a pretty good degree that we leaned over. You know, you can probably, I'm not sure what the roll limit is on this. I'm going to get a roll and incline indicator. It's just a round ball that mounts to your dash and lets you know how level you are. You know, that way you know your limits. You know, last thing you want to do is roll your vehicle or something, you know, because then you don't have your toy. So you got to know where the limits are and not to exceed them. You know, you got to be safe. That's number one, safe. Nothing wrong with taking your time to get there, because you will get there. Sometimes you'll run into people that are hot rodding up here, and that's all fun too, but you got to remember somebody might be coming from the other way. And, so I keep I got a 10-foot antenna on this with an American flag on it, and that's my over the hill, you know, because people notice excuse me, people notice something moving before something that's not. So you put these flag poles on your vehicle when you're off road, so that people can see you coming from the other side of the hill. That's the biggest reason for them. So I do have one. I like to be safe. Safety first. There goes another lizard, so they're out and about now. They kind of go dormant, for the winter. I wouldn't say completely, I don't know if they hibernate the whole time, I really don't know, but from my observations, they are kind of dormant in the winter, and you see them more in the summer. So I would say they're starting to come out and be more active. So I'm gonna stop this video for a little bit until we get to someplace a little bit more exciting. And until then, so I turned off the camera for a little while. What we went through there wasn't all that exciting. I mean, it's okay, it's off-road, but so I thought this hill here is pretty good too. This is about I'd say 45-degree angle to climb this. It's not hard. I like to, because you can't quite see how on the camera, if you're going as steep as it actually is. So I like to, estimate the grade, which I would make this 45 or better. So it's a challenge, and I mean, all hills are a challenge, but you don't get much wheel slip in this Kia because it's got lockers in the rear, and whoa, man, what a difference that makes. So if you got posi in the rear, that alone will get you a lot of these places. But that, and then 4x4 on top of it, you're going to go pretty much any place you want to go. If there's a trail, somebody's been there before, you're going to go there too. So what I was saying about people pay all this money for those off-road machines and go get something like this and go the same places. I mean, the Super Kia Gen 1 Sportage is one of the better investments I've made in a long time. Okay, well, actually Kim made it, because she went to buy us a car because our van broke down when we moved here, and so she went with her dad to get a car, which is cool. She didn't really get to experience something like that, I don't think, when she was younger. But anyway, she come back with this Kia, and she was wondering if I was going to like it, and I was like, yeah, I'm in love with that. How long before we get another vehicle so I can have it? I probably told her that. I don't think I did, but I seen it was a Kia Sportage 4x, and I was like, holy crap, we can go all kinds of places. She didn't want to take it off-road at all because it was our primary transportation. But since she bought the new car, she got a real nice new car, a red one. It's a Kia also, Kia's Rio. Nice little car, peppy, sips gas. I'm talking about sipping. I bet that thing gets over 40 on the highway easy, because it gets out almost around town. I think we fill that up every 2 weeks or some shit. Anyway, she really likes the new car, so we decided that this is going to be our, it's still going to be street, still be able to go on the streets and everything with it, but you'll be able to go to places like this. I mean, look at this. This is nice. It's a real good, off-roading here. So it's kind of challenging through this area. I like this area, because it does. I mean, Kim thought we were going to go up one of those hills to the left there, and that was going to be, too scary for her. I said, okay, we'll go this way. Yeah, she found this to be a little bit more than what she thought it was going to be, because it is a pretty good hill right here. Oh yeah. But as you can see, Super Kia comes through again. But look at that, look at that. Look out over there by the mountains there. Man, it's beautiful up here. Right now it's just green. You can see the whole, you don't really see the green until it's in the distance. And then you really get a picture of really how green the desert can be. So last year we got so much rain this time of year. Like I said, it changed the course of the river. So it's been pretty green this last year here in Mesquite. Those mountains over there, if you go over the mountains, there's a couple of passes through there. One of them's called Elbow Canyon. I haven't been through there yet. I just heard about it this weekend. So that's a trip for sure. And these guys were in Razors, and they were surprised that I was where they were. They were like, well, I don't know if you can make it or not, maybe. And I said, well, did you guys make it? And they said, yeah. And I said, how bad was it? And they said, well, a couple challenging spots, but it wasn't bad. So I knew right then I could make it, because Ford and Chevy and Dodge, those big giant 4x4s that your parents drove, I was one of them, made all these roads. Made that one too. So keep that in mind. The Razors haven't been blazing any trails, And the Bayous and the four-wheel motorcycle type machines, those will go some places this one, I'll bet you. But I'm going to get pretty close to being able to go to all the places they go. If you look carefully, you can see scenic in the background there. It's out there. That's where we're going, across that valley. See, we drop down into the valley floor, and like I said, it's about 650 feet altogether. But this is some switchbacks coming up here, and like I said, this is really good off-roading, just going to get some lottery tickets. So this is a switchback. This switchback here probably drops 500 feet altogether. It switches like, I think 3 times, 3.5, 4 times. A lot of fun. My bayous, how I came here the first time, but it might be a little interesting today. It depends on, it did rain a lot, so there might be something washed out. You never know. You go around the curve and all of a sudden you got a big old gully right there and you can't cross it. You have to wait, a few weeks until the next rain, where it brings down gravel and fills it up. So it does change up here a lot. You can see the valley floor down there. This descent right here looks like it's three switches. So three switches, 500 feet. That's what I would guess it at. It's enough to make your ears pop a little bit. Not a lot, but 500 feet is more than you think. So this is pretty steep. I'd say this is right around 48 degrees. It's not stopping degree, but it's pretty steep. You got in low range, the engine's holding you back. You do have to use your brakes a little bit. So it's sandy in some spots, and like I said, you never know what how much the water's washed it out. You go around a curve and there's a gully you can't get across. Like I said, when this time of year last year, they had to change the course of the river, the Virgin River. That was pretty impressive to me. So not as much rain this year as we had then. Still a lot of fun. A lot of people take that main road going to the right there, which is probably the one I should have took. So we'll go ahead and go back this way and hit it. I'm trying to remember which one of these is the one. I think it's this one. Yep, this is it. This is the one I want. It does split up. They all go about the same place, but depending on which one you take, it makes a difference of the hills you might have to climb. So I'm taking an easy trip into seeing you can get some lottery tickets. If I was going to do a little bit more extreme climbing, I would have brought extra stuff like a shovel. It's always good to bring. Come along if you don't have a winch, because you never know. Fall in the gully, you got to get out of it. Winch is really good. I'm going to be putting one on the Super Kia here soon, because we're going to do some trips out in the desert. I'm telling you, you go out in the desert, you got to have stuff with you. I carry 5 gallons of water in the back of this at all times, because you never know, you might need it for the vehicle, or you might get stuck up here and walk out, and you're going to need at least 2 gallons of water a day to be stuck out here in this desert. This is the Mojave Desert. They call it the high desert of the Mojave, but I'm telling you, in the summertime, you could be looking at 120 out here. No problem at all. So you got to be prepared. Water and whatever extra you think you might need if you had to walk out. You got to estimate how far you're going in and what you're going to need to walk out of there. So keep that in mind when you're doing your off-roading. I know it's not a big deal up there like in Colorado and stuff, but yeah, go up in the mountains without a coat and see how that is. It's kind of the same thing. So this is a pretty rocky road along here, and you can see parts of scenic over here. This area here, they rent spaces for your fifth wheel trailers, so you can come out here and spend the winter, and then you go back someplace else in the summertime. They call them snowbirds. Kim and I, we call them snow ducks. But either way. A little bit easier going through this area here. We're down on the valley floor here. This is a really nice area here. It's got a lot of bluffs, plateaus, cliffs. Interesting, very interesting place. But we go down this road a little bit, and then it hits pavement. You can see it over there in the distance. You go up around that curve and a little bit, and then you hit a dirt road that goes right to the store. So that part's going to be really easy. I just wanted to show you what it's like once you get down here on the valley. You know, it's the valley floor, because the desert, you know, it's surprising how many different altitudes there is on the desert. You'll be down here in an area like this, and then next thing you know, you're climbing up 500 feet and you're on another plateau, and that could go on for, hell, hundreds of miles. So it's very interesting. Good place to come and off-road. You got pretty much everything you want as far as desert, and you know, we do have mountains here too. I made a video over the weekend. We went up over the mountain, you know, and we were up there at 4,200 feet, which, you know, Colorado, of course, is way out of the altitudes, and but it's still fun here. Still go up in the mountains and cool off, just like anywhere else, and you get all this desert fun out here. All right, well, that's most of the trail there. We're going to be a little bit more here, but not much. This is where you come out and get on the pavement. We're going to be on the pavement for a little while in a store, and then I'll be coming back this way. So there'll be a little more to this video, but that's just a trip to go get a lottery ticket. Always a lot of fun, entertaining, a little off-roading, just going to get some lottery tickets. So there you go. Yeah, this is where we hit the dirt road and come off the pavement. I guess they just ran out of funds to pave this stretch here, which is about, I'd say, around a quarter mile. It's not long. You come off the pavement, you got a quarter mile of dirt road. We're just about a minute from where I get the lottery tickets. This is scenic. Not the main part, but you know, it's still, this is where the store is. They only got one. Excuse me. But always a lot of fun. You gotta do some off-roading, just down to the store, get some lottery tickets. This is Arizona. We're in the state of Arizona. We have been pretty much ever since the bridge. So that's how close we are to Arizona. And we're also where the Virgin River Gorge is. Interstate 15 goes through that. And the thing about that is, the other side is Utah. See, it's Utah. So from Mesquite, it's about 12 miles to the gorge. So you go do 12 miles, then you go into the gorge. But on the way there, actually, you're a mile and a half of Nevada, 28 miles of Arizona, and then you go into Utah. So we're right at the three states come together right there. So you know, you never know what state you're in when you're up here, especially if you're off road. So, and which we are. Anyway, this is the store. and I'm gonna go in and get my lottery tickets. I got it's like 1, 2, 3, 4 to turn in. 4 lottery. Okay, see? Lottery tickets. I'm turning lottery tickets in, so. Whoop, excuse me. And I'll be back with you in a minute. As you can see, we're on our way back now. We're going considerably faster, you know. And you take your time getting there, and we're not on the off-road, we're actually on the dirt road. So sometimes it's smoother to go faster and have it bounce between humps than it is to go slow. So, you know, it looks like we're going fast. Oh, here's the pavement. You can see where somebody hit the brakes. They were a little surprised, I guess, when they got up here, but now we're on the pavement on our way back. Very disappointing. You know, I thought Kim and I had won 13 bucks. Obviously, we did something wrong because we didn't win a goddamn thing. So I didn't buy any more tickets. I don't know if I mean, damn, I spent, let's see, probably about 15 bucks getting those tickets. I don't think I've ever spent that much and not I've won at least $1. So I'm trying to figure out is, you know, we thought we'd won by scratching them. And it looks like we didn't win a damn thing, so I'm not sure what's going on there, but I just felt like I got kind of robbed there. Anyway, we're back to the off-road. As you can see, there's that little stretch of pavement right there. The rest of it is off-roading. So this video is brought to you by Ron's Bar and Grill. Ron's Bar and Grill was established in 2007. That's where the idea came up. Me and a buddy of mine were sitting around. I wanted to start a Facebook page, which I do. It's under Ron Martinez. So I've had it for quite a while. Always wanted to do the YouTube videos back then, but just didn't get that part done. But I did have my own website for a while, and it used to be Ron's Bar and Grill. Used to be over there on Dickinson, and kind of South Denver area, out by South Highway or High School. So that's where the Ron's Bar and Grill came from. Used to have kind of a nightclub in my basement. So a lot of people come. We had live music a couple times a week. Had a pretty good time. So this video is brought to you by Ron's Bar and Grill. Made by Damn Uncle Ron Videos. So like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more videos and more fun from Mesquite, Nevada.